Hey guys! In this video, let's see how to colorize black and white or grayscale videos using LTX 2.3. For this, we are going to need a LoRa called Colorization IC LoRa. The link for the LoRa is available in the description. Open that link, and you will see a page like this. Here, there is a lot of information regarding the LoRa. The developers recommend a specific prompt structure for this LoRa to make sure it works properly. Scroll down to find the prompt structure. According to the prompt structure, the prompt starts with reference shows, followed by a description of the grayscale video or scene. Then, you have to use the word colorize in capital letters. After that, you describe what the scene looks like in color, and then add a sentence to make sure the subject identity and scene won't change during the editing process. An example of this prompt structure can be seen here. Because writing such prompts can be time-consuming, later we are going to use Gemma 4 to write similar prompts. Now, about downloading the LoRa. Scroll up and go to Files and Versions, and here is the Colorization LoRa. Use the Download button to get the LoRa, and put it inside the LoRa's folder of ComfyUI. Now let's switch to ComfyUI and test the LoRa. Here is the workflow I built, which you can download from the description. Let's understand the major parts of this workflow so you can start using it. You can see that I am using a Load LoRa node to load the Colorization LoRa. I will be using a strength value of 1.0. If the output video has too much saturation, try lowering the strength value. To get the IC LoRA parameters, we will be using the Get IC LoRA Parameters node, and it is connected to the IC LoRA Parameters input of the LTX Add Guide node. This is the node we will be using to send the grayscale video to the model. Now, let's go back to the top of the workflow. Here we have a Load Video node for loading black and white or grayscale videos. Right now, we are going to colorize this scene from an old film. Now let's focus on the prompting. Instead of manually writing the exact prompt structure that the Colorization LoRa wants, I just wrote down the objects in the video and assigned specific colors to them. Let's look at the prompt. Here, I wrote a man wearing a yellow jacket. For the man's jacket, I assigned the color yellow. Then, for the shirt that comes inside his jacket, I assigned the color brown, and I also mentioned the shirt pattern, which is a checked shirt. For his cap, I assigned gray, and for his pants, deep blue. For the ocean, I assigned blue-yellow for the sand, black for the rocks, and green for the grass growing around the rocks. After a lot of testing, I found that it is better to assign the colors ourselves and let the LLM use that information to generate the correct prompt needed for the Colorization LoRa. In my case, I am going to use the Gemma 4E4B FP8 model to generate the final prompt. If you want to use your own prompt, simply turn the Enhance Prompt setting to false. Simple as that. Now, let's move on to the bottom part of the workflow. There are some differences here compared to my other LTX 2.3 workflows. In this group called Resolution and Length, we have a subgraph node called Set Resolution and FPS. Here, we can select the 544p Landscape or 544p Portrait Resolution, which is recommended by the LoRa developers. If you want to use your own resolution, set the choice to Custom Resolution, then type your values into the Custom Width and Custom Height options. Right now, I am going to use 544p Landscape Resolution. The length is going to be 121, and the FPS will be 24. Also, we have this Switch Use Original Audio node. If your video contains audio and you want that audio in the output video, set the switch to True. Otherwise, set it to False so that LTX will generate an audio track for your output video. Most of the other nodes are using similar settings to what I used in my previous LTX 2.3 videos, so let's skip that. Now, let's hit the Run button and see the result. The generation is finished, so let's play the video and see the result. As you can see, the LoRa helped LTX generate a nice-looking color video. I really like it. It adds so much life to the black and white film. Now let's colorize another video. This time, let's choose a vertical video. First, we need to decide which color should go to each part of the scene, then write the prompt. I'm going to type, a brown woman wearing a white t-shirt and yellow pants. Then I'll add background green grills and green grass floor, and I'll assign the color white to the building. Now, Gemma 4 will take this information and build a good prompt for colorizing the video. Let's run the workflow and see the result. The generation is finished, but there is a problem. The video has black bars, and it's in landscape resolution. How do we solve this? It's easy. Change the resolution to portrait. Let's go to the resolution and length group and set the output resolution to 544p portrait. Now we are ready. Let's hit the run button and see the result. Here we go. The generation is finished. Now the video is a proper vertical video. Talking about the colors, LTX and the LoRA did a great job. However, there are still black bars visible at the top and bottom. How do we fix this? Here's the thing, the black bars are appearing because of the padding option in the resize image v2 node. If you don't want padding, but want to keep the correct proportions, change the keep proportion setting from pad to crop. This will crop some parts of the video, but it completely removes the black bars. That said, when I load old black and white film scenes, I usually prefer to use the padding just to preserve the full original frame. That's it, guys. We tackled some common errors that can appear when using such a complex node setup. In my opinion, this is a fantastic LoRA. I really think we are close to reaching image editing levels of control in the video space. What are your thoughts on this workflow? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.